Chapter 6. News. After Emilia comes back from the secret quarters of the castle, she immediately finds her sister Matilda to tell her the news. The princess finds her sister in the royal garden and pulls her sister off to the side to speak with her. "Sister, what's wrong? You seem a little happy all of a sudden," Matilda said. Emilia begins telling her sister everything. "My parents, they came to my aid, explaining that in order for me to break the curse, I must find true love. If I don't find true love, I will not only die but my body will turn into dust," Emilia said. "How many days do you have to break the curse?" Matilda said, saddened. The princess responds, "I have exactly 6 days." The two sisters hug each other, embracing every moment they have, not knowing what will happen next. "If anything happens to me, Matilda, I want you to take my place and become the successor of the throne," Emilia said. The sisters weren't paying attention, but Corvina ended up hearing the entire conversation. Corvina begins to smirk, trying to think of a plan. How she will not only kill Emilia but also win her heart. Deep down inside Corvina's mind, she plans to marry the princess to become her new wife, hopefully queen. Once Emilia and her sister have finished talking, the sisters split up and find things to do around the castle in order to keep them busy. Corvina follows Emilia into the stables and decides to try to seduce the princess. "Corvina, what are you doing here?" Emilia said, surprised. Corvina doesn't say anything. She takes the princess's hand and guides it to her chest. Unable to resist, Emilia takes Corvina's hands and pins them above her head. They both decide to make love to each other within the stables, hoping that no one will hear their moans and cries of passion, desire. Emilia looks at Corvina with power and command in her eyes. "Are you sure you want to do this?" Emilia said. Corvina nods her head in consent. Emilia begins to strip Corvina of her clothes. As it got late, the two fell asleep in each other's arms in a bed of hay. While Emilia was still asleep, Corvina faced Emilia, putting her head on the princess's chest. She stares at the princess, admiring every inch in view. "I didn't know how good it felt to make love with the princess," Corvina said in her mind. Emilia opens up her eyes, seeing Corvina looking at her with happiness in her eyes. "Good morning, beautiful, what are you staring at?" Emilia said. "Who else would I be staring at besides you?" Corvina responds. The princess decides to stay with Corvina for the rest of the day. "Should you be going now, princess?" Corvina said. Emilia shakes her head no and says, "The kingdom can go one day without me." Emilia wraps her arms around Corvina, pulling her closer than ever. The princess looks into Corvina's eyes and says, "Tell me more about yourself." Corvina tells the princess more about herself, and they begin having a chat about what they both want in the future. Plans for the future. Filled circle children. Filled circle pets. Filled circle travel to other kingdoms. Filled circle marriage. Filled circle helping the villagers with food, money. Emilia eventually decides to ask Corvina to be her girlfriend. The moment was extremely special. Corvina responds to Emilia's question by giving her a kiss on the lips. The two are officially a couple. As night comes, Emilia takes Corvina's hand, having her stand up. They both decided to take showers in the ocean late at night by the beach where no one would be able to spot them. When they are done, Emilia gets dressed in front of Corvina and heads back to the castle hand in hand. Matilda sees her sister and her eyes go wide with shock, seeing her sister madly in love. "Oh my goodness, my sister has finally found true love," Matilda said, shocked. The very next day, Emilia looks out of her window. Corvina walks up to her from behind, hugs her. "Once we get married, I am entitled to be queen," Emilia said. "It will be Emilia's duty to serve her kingdom with bravery and honor."